What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the RabidMining YouTube channel, and I think I got some answers finally for a lot of your questions, including my own. So I have been talking to the Unmineable team for a little while now, and we're trying to get down to how does Unmineable actually work. Now, this isn't a how-to or setup guide. This is just to get a general idea of how the platform itself does work. Now, I still don't know everything. There's small things that aren't probably going to be answered here, but the majority of the questions should be answered throughout this video. So as for a quick what is, so essentially this is pretty much a mining pool. Obviously, we're mining coins set on the hardware that you do have. So, it has ETC hash for your Ethereum Classic, SHA-256, this is your Bitcoin. We got ETH hash, that's your FW. Looks like FW was just recently added, so they have that there. We have our Ergo algorithm here. We got Beam hash, FuroPow, Zel hash, that would be like your Flux. We got Script, which is Litecoin. It also merge mines Dogecoin with Litecoin. So I found that out that they actually do that here. And obviously we have Kapow here. That's for your Raven coin. I'm not sure if Meow coin or any of the others here, but for sure it's at least Raven coin. Then we got Random X for your CPUs. Now I wish they would add more CPU options, because if you're a CPU miner and you know Random X, that is your Monero. Some other coins use it, but this is most likely on Monero, and it is one of your least profitable coins to mine on a CPU because it does have so much hash rate. So I wish they would have more options for CPUs, but currently these are the total list that you can mine on Unmineable. Now you can mine any one of these algorithms based on the hardware that your farm does support, and you can get paid out in other ones. Example, like if I only have ETC hash ASICs or something and I want Bitcoin or I want FW and things like that, then you can get paid out in those other ones because you don't have the hardware to mine those. Or you could get paid out in coins that are not mineable. They're all POS, hence the name Unmineable. So it's a great platform geared for newer people, and that's why a lot of the stats aren't really here. But it does sound like they do want to update the stats on like how their pool works, what pools they proxy to. Yes, that's one thing we'll talk about later. They do proxy to other pools in order to maintain the profitability up. So that's a good thing we got to look into as well. So we looked at the various algorithms that you can mine, and here's the list of coins that you can actually get paid out in. And there's quite a few of them. Like I said, for an example, if you wanted Dogecoin and you don't have any Litecoin miners or something like an L7 or Mini Doge Pro or anything like that, you can mine. If you have a Bitcoin miner, you can mine the Bitcoin, get paid out in Doge. You can mine Ethereum Classic, get paid out in Doge, get paid out in Flux because you might not have any GPUs and you only have an ASIC. So there's lots of different angles and mixtures that you can do here, and obviously you can get paid out in straight out coins that is only POS and so on. So like Matic, for example, Polygon, and I don't know what Neo is, but the Safe Moon, Tron, things like this, Uniswap token, you can get paid out in all of these things even though they are not mineable, and that's where the name Unmineable does, I assume, come from. So it's a nice platform for getting any type of crypto that you think may pump in the future by mining something else and having it all auto swapped. All right, so here's one section inside of Unminable's FAQ, and we're going to start at the bottom first because this is the big, most important part of it all. So there are no exchange fees transferred to the miner. Any possible external fees are already counted inside our 1% platform fee. There are also no payout / withdrawal fees. So that's the big thing right here that I know I was curious about, as well as a lot of you guys, is the withdrawal fees out of exchanges. Because if you're getting paid out in Bitcoin, some, depending on the price, is upwards of $20 to $50 worth of Bitcoin pulling out, where others are only like 83 cents and stuff. So depending on how many miners are mining that algorithm and getting paid out in Bitcoin as well, that could drop those fees. But here it looks like there are 0 fees being transferred to the miner, which does kind of make sense, because when I did have my Jazz miners on ETC and getting paid out in Bitcoin, it was pretty darn close to just mining ETC price and getting that Bitcoin through the auto swap. So the profitability was very close together. So it's very interesting that there's no fees in here at all. Now let's go back to the top. How do you allow non-mineable coins to be mineable? And, fast answer, they don't. They're doing a swap here. So you're still mining the mineable coins, obviously, and you can get paid out in non-mineable coins. But let's have a look here. We wanted to build an easy way for former miners to start earning their favorite crypto coins. but also provide an easy way for new users to join the world of mining. That's why we developed an innovative real-time exchanging process based in actual mineable coins. So Ethereum is no longer Ethereum. It moved to POS. So this is now FW as it just got ended here. So FW for our Ethash pool. ETC is for their Ethereum Classic pool, XMR. So there's the Monero for their Random X pool. Here it's Ravencoin for the Kapow pool. Ergo for the the auto close pool. I can never say that algorithm right. We got Beam for Beam Hash pool, Flux for Zell Hash, Firo for Firo Pow, and LTC. So Litecoin for our script pool with merge mining support Doge. So there's the confirmation on that they are merge mining Doge with their Litecoin. The underlying exchanging process runs in the background, converting an actual mineable coin reward to the coin you choose. The conversion is processed on each reward, so you can think of it like an almost real-time exchange to make it more like you were actually mining the non-mineable coin. So I noticed this, like as soon as you get rewards for mining ETC with my Jazz miners, you were seeing the Bitcoin price value and the amount you were earning in BTC in pretty much real time. So it's actually a pretty cool process. Now, what exchanges do they use to swap the coins, and what does it look like in the swapping process? And this was a big question on my mind and everybody's mind, I think. So we use popular, well-known exchange internally for getting exchange rates using their APIs, Binance Spot and KuCoin Spot. The details on how the exchange is processed for each coin is the following. So these are from the native mineable assets. So the coins that you do pick to mine based on the hardware you have. These are them all up here. And then this is depending on what you're getting paid out. So for an example, let's say we're getting paid out in baby Doge. So it would take, say, mining Ethereum Classic, it would go from Ethereum Classic to BSC, which is your Binance Smart Chain. Obviously, we're probably using Binance at this point, and then it's moving that BSC into baby Doge. So that's how the baby Doge payouts does work, and you can see down the list how it's all going. So let's try another one. Let's pretend we're mining Ergo and we're getting paid out in crypto.com coins. So we're mining Ergo, then they move that Ergo into Ethereum and then swap that into CRO, and it pays you out in crypto.com coins. So you can see what's going on here. This is your starter coins, and depending what your payout coin is, this is the process that they do the swaps. So now let's get to kind of the big question on pools. As we know, a small pool, they do seem more profitable than the big pools, but the rewards are very, very slow depending on how many blocks found. And they did state there that they do have a pool for every coin that they support. But through the emails, I gathered out that they also proxy to other pools to maintain the profitability higher. So what does that mean, proxying? So proxy means, say I'm mining Ethereum Classic for an example, and if we come into mining pool stats, Unmineable, as far as I can gather, I've looked over it a couple times, I do not see Unmineable in the list. So either they just didn't register it, or who knows, it doesn't matter. The point is they're not in the list, right? So they could be proxying into ethermine.org. So in theory, you could be mining on their pool, but the pool is proxied through a single address. So all the miners are pretty much joined together and proxying out to Ethermine. So really, you are all mining into Ethermine. So you're getting the same blocks as if you were mining it directly. Plus, they add on that whole auto swip thing. So that makes sense on how the profitability does keep up, even if it was a smaller pool. It is due to the proxy on whatever pool they choose. Now, I don't know which pool they are actually using. I just use Ethermine as an example, but that's pretty much how it goes. So they could be, proxying the F2 pool, proxying to 2 miners, proxying the Ethermine. We have no idea. That I haven't got that information, but they are proxying out their other pools to some of the larger pools so that it does keep up the blocks and everything coming in based on their entire pool's type of hash rate. All right, guys, so that is pretty much Unmineable in a nutshell. So hopefully this helped you out in understanding how the whole process actually works. I learned a little bit here, and I'm still trying to get more of the finer details, and we'll talk about it in some live streams, or I'll just do an updated video on it or something. But I still want a few more things answered, like exactly which exchange they really do use per coin. That'd be a huge list, as well as what pools they're actually proxying to throughout each algorithm. I think this would be some nice information. Like they said, they also plan on updating their whole website and dashboard to give some of this information to us. So I'm kind of excited to see what all they add when they actually do this, because they said that is more towards the advanced users, and they've been hearing about it and people have been asking them the very same questions, but there are more geared towards the newer people, keeping it nice and simple. So are you guys using Unmineable? Let me know in the comment section before. If you want to use my referral code, I will have that in the description. Thank you for checking out this video. If you have any more questions for me to ask them or to update you guys on, be sure to ask me as well in those comments. So I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out.